All right, well, I thought I would document this. I am gonna try to make some bouquets. It is Valentine's Day weekend. And so I definitely won't be getting this video out before Valentine's Day, but I thought I would share some of my Helleborus with some of my friends and neighbors. So these are just about perfect to harvest. You can tell that one of the ways you can tell that they're ready to harvest is because when you look at this bloom head, there's at least one that has lost all of that yellow on the inside. And forgive me, I don't know the technical name of that, but you can see, so here's one. It's lost all of that. So that usually means that the branch is mature enough to trim. Now I am doing this the night before, so I can check these in a bucket. I'm gonna put them, I am gonna actually make up vases probably tonight, and then I'll just check them in the morning. I'll make sure they didn't get limp. I'm also using a floral dip on these, but I have to decide, you know, how many I can take. Hopefully they won't flop on me, you guys. Wish me luck with this, but aren't they just stunning and beautiful? You can see I have a few more here that I think are ready. And this bush, this patch really worried me. It flopped over when we had a heavy frost one night, but it has bounced back and it looks really good. And then this one isn't doing as well. I don't think it gets as much sun, so you can really tell if I back up here. Sorry about my shaky camera work, but you can really tell the one that does not get as much sun, I think, of the three. And it could be other factors as well, but I'm gonna also take some of this Dusty Miller to make up some bouquets. Now, the thing is, there's definitely flowers everywhere, right now for Valentine's Day, so I don't know how many of these I wanna make up. You know, I don't wanna go too crazy and take too much off of this plant right now because, you know, it's in its dormant phase right now, basically. And then I might use some of this. This is a winter blooming Daphne, and you guys, it smells so amazing. Look at this Daphne right now. Isn't it so beautiful? So the hard thing with this is stem length for me. You have to really look back and try to get, you know, a longer branch. You can also use some wiring and things. Here, I'll go this way. More blooming back there. So I'm gonna have to get in here and decide, you know, what I'm willing to sacrifice off of this plant as well. But like a bigger branch like that one in the back would be fine. I can take some of this down and it won't damage the plant. But you can see it's really grown in size in the last couple of years. So it's really fun to bring those blooms inside because they smell so amazing. And I might use some of this also as some filler for the bouquets. I forget the name of this, you guys. I found it online the other night, though. I think I actually found the name of this particular plant. You can see it needs a major haircut, but it is some greenery I can use right now, and it has that sort of dusky color to it right now, like more of a sage green. Oh my gosh, it smells so good. Oh, it's like the sweetest. It's pretty strong. It's like perfume. I mean, this will dominate a room, like a dining table. It will you know, take up space. When you walk into that space, you will smell it. I'm really excited. Okay. Once I was satisfied with my harvest, I came inside and decided to dress up my mason jars with a little bit of pink yarn. Then I started with my filler, which was the Dusty Miller. Then I started in on what I believe is a cotton Easter bush. What I do with these is sort of group them together, then strip the bottom leaves and sort of put them together in clumps. I also put them towards the back of the bouquets. I think these were really important to these bouquets because they brought in that fresh green. Next up was the sweet Daphne. I was able to put one sprig of the Daphne in each bouquet to provide that gorgeous scent. And lastly is the star of the show, which is the hellebore. Now, a couple tips for harvesting this. You can sear the ends with hot water, and I'm also putting a vertical cut in each of the stems to help these not get too floppy in the vase. It also helps keep their vase life. All right, well, here they are. I'm really happy with how they turned out, but I will tell you, my entire kitchen smells like that sweet Daphne. It is so strong. My house really smells like it right now, but it's wonderful. It's a wonderful scent, but my daughter's like, whoa, it's very strong. You definitely wouldn't want this many in your house at one time, but anyway, you can see how I dressed up these. I'm gonna top them off with some water. I did use the quick dip on the Helleborus, so really hoping this turns out okay. Nice cold water. I put my crystal clear, and yeah, I'm really hoping that these are going to do well in the vases. The Helleborus will do well and that they'll look great tomorrow morning. So I'm going to move these over to the dining table. I have everything else ready for the flower stand. I thought I would just make up a few fresh bouquets with what I had, and I had thought of this idea last year when I realized that my Daphne and my Helleborus bloom about the same time. So anyway, I'm really happy that I had thought about this project and tried to put it together. This is just 4 ingredients, super simple. So anyway, I'm happy with how they turned out, and I had a lot of fun making them tonight. I do need to get quicker at my arranging, but that's okay. I like to take my time and really enjoy myself. And here's how everything turned out on the flower stand. I had a really successful Valentine's Day weekend, and I'm very grateful. Thanks for watching the video. If you could like and subscribe, I would surely appreciate it. If you need me, I'll be doing some gardening. I'll see you next time. Bye.